Hey, welcome in. FG here. So we are down to the last two coins from this coin show, and we'll see what today's is. Looks like today it's going to be new Hebrides. So this coin, actually let me flip over here so I can talk about it a little bit. You can see this one does have a couple little weird tone spots in it. It's from 1966, and you might be asking, what is this? Well, so we have 100 francs, if that gives you any kind of idea. I thought it was, other than these spots, I thought it was a pretty decent coin. Other coins, so this is actually a standard circulation coin. And let me put the Numista page up here. We can actually see that this was a Anglo-French, and how do you say that word? Condomium? Anyways, the issuer is Vanuatu. This is one of the small islands in that chain. So it is a small island chain that's kind of a ways off the coast of Australia, above Madagascar.
What did he say?
It was known as the Hebrides in the past, and it's now known as Vanuatu. So if we look at it, we can see this coin was a standard circulation coin minted in 1966. 100 francs. It is 835 silver, 25 grams. And the obverse that we were looking at has Marianne, or goddess or personification of liberty, wearing the Phrygian cap. And then the reverse is a totem pole. Let's scroll down here. We can see that there were not that many, 200,000 of these minted for that 1 year. So in any kind of reasonable condition, it's basically like $36 to $38 in numistic value. We can see today, when I'm filming this, we're right about $22 in melt. If we look back at my coin here, we can see, coming from that table, I would have paid about $1.50 less, so I paid about $28.50. So I think I'm doing pretty good. I'm kind of smack dab in the middle between that 22 melt and 36 to 38 numistic value. If we put that page back up here, if we look at auctions that are going on out on eBay right now, we can see that values for this are falling right in that mid 30 to mid 40 range. So that tells me I did pretty good for it. Let's put the map up here, and we can see where I was saying it was, off the coast of Australia there. We'll zoom in to get a better look at the islands, and then we should be able to see it fill in when I add this coin. All right, let's take a look at where it goes in the book. Since in Numista it falls under Vanuatu, which is the current name for those islands, that is where I'm going to put it into the book here. So let's see. UV, so we're going to be somewhere after Uruguay and somewhere before Yemen. Let me bring up my list here and see where we're at. So we have Uruguay, then we would have Uzbekistan, and then Vanuatu. So this is going to be right where we're at. Let's stick that one into the book. And that is a large coin. That's the size of one of our silver dollars. Not quite as much silver. You can see it's 0.6711 actual silver weight. So it's just a little bit less because it's 835 silver instead of the 90% silver. But I like that coin. I'll leave the toning on it. Kind of original issue with it. And with that, we get another one in our last page here, and we have one coin left in that bag. So we'll try and get to that. I'm not sure if it'll be tomorrow, but we'll see. So thanks for joining me this morning. I still have Blue Collar Stackers round here on the set. I threatened him with melting it down to try and get a reaction out of him on the Monday Night Metals. If you haven't watched last night's Monday Night Metals, go back and watch a replay. It was roast the hosts night, trying to get reactions from the hosts. There were some pretty good ones going on in there. So anyways, thanks for joining me this morning. Thanks for your subscriptions and your comments below, and I'll catch you in the next one.